What's good, your boy AC here on reaction, and today I ain't gonna lie, Death Battle, you tricked me, bro. Death Battle, you played me, you tricked me. Death Battle, I thought it was gonna drop on a Sunday, so I wasn't prepared for a Saturday drop of Death Battle, so I wasn't at the house yet. I looked at my phone and I got a notification that Death Battle dropped. The Mahito versus, what's his name again? I forget his name. The dude from My Hero that destroys things, whatever it's called. And I was like, what, bro? So I had to race home, and we here now. You about to see this Death Battle. I'm hyped, bro. I love me some Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm a big fan of My Hero. So we gonna see what that's looking like. Then I put that sub and the like button. I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let's get straight to it. All right, this is Death Battle Shigaraki versus Mahito. My Hero versus Jujutsu Kaisen Death Battle. I'm gonna have to go with My Hero dude. For the I ain't gonna lie, I'm going to the power level was a little different than Mahito. Mahito domain expansion, I don't know how you gonna counter that, but we gonna see. Let's get to it. I think Mahito got more like OP moves, but My Hero dude got a lot of destruction power, bro.
Shigaraki versus Mahito.
The symbol of fear versus the human disaster curse.
Yeah, Mahito was evil, boy.
And
oh my
it's
god.
our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
That boy was evil, bro.
Tenko Shimura was just a sweet, shy boy who loved superheroes.
But sometimes the hand of fate can't abide sweet, shy boys.
Ruthlessly beaten and abused by his hero-hating father, Tenko pushed beyond his emotional limits until he activated his inherent superpower, or quirk.
It wasn't something cool like flight or super strength.
Yeah,
in his terror, he accidentally killed his whole family. Well, except for dear old dad. That one was intentional.
Tenko wandered the streets alone, silently begging for someone, anyone, to help him. If only a hero was there to save him. But instead, the only open hand he found belonged to the devil.
All for one. The greatest super villain in history.
He took
Tenko terrifying. I think about it.
Feeding a hatred of everyone and everything, and grooming him to one day lead his league of villains in destroying hero society.
With
pretty terrifying.
Tomura Shigaraki and an absolutely nightmarish quirk, Decay. It does what it says on the tin. Anything
it's pretty straightforward.
With all 5 fingers turns to dust.
Yep.
The perfect power for someone who just wants to destroy. Pretty menacing, if not for that dorky-ass costume.
Could it ever work on himself?
His thing, but come on, they just look so dumb and fake.
Oh, those aren't prosthetics. Those are real hands from his family. That he killed, attached to his face, and
I did not know that.
To be left there by his mentor so that he would never forget his rage.
What?
Okay.
While his use of decay started off,
I never knew that, yo.
It rapidly increased in power and range as Shigaraki came into his own.
Decay isn't even limited to whatever he's touching. Anything
I didn't finish My Hero like watching it, but I did like some of the manga.
Also decays,
spreading like an all-consuming miasma that can wipe out anything from an enormous tower to an entire city.
Yeah, he's definitely one of this. I'm sorry.
Your only hope is to isolate the body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
After years of training with the greatest supervillain
I don't see how Mahito can beat him.
Shigaraki was finally put in charge of his own team.
Other than the main expansion.
Mission. He must kill his master's rival, the #1 hero,
All Might.
Only to fall flat on his face.
Shigaraki was a terrible leader, quick-tempered, short-sighted, and, well...
Cringe! Oh, he's just so cringe. He uses gamer lingo unironically. He whines like a baby when things don't go his way. He's the kind of guy who would say normie in real life, in front of normies.
But they say defeat is the greatest teacher
I don't even know what that means, my boy.
Only through struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction.
Right, as almost protege, Izuku Midoriya was coming into his own as well.
These two rivals, the inheritors of their master's blood feud, would push themselves past their own limitations.
Especially when All Might and All For One double KO each other, leaving Shigaraki to lead the League of Villains all by himself.
And with the stakes higher than ever before, Shigaraki stepped up. He personally battled the monstrous Gigantomachia for
that's the last thing I watched, I think.
And conquered other villain organizations to create the Paranormal Liberation Front. Thousands of new soldiers for his personal army.
All to impress All For One's personal quack. Dr. Ujiko, who spent months upgrading Shigaraki's body to make it more like his sensei's. It might have been constant agony, but Shiggy went from Chud to Chad.
Ujiko's experimentation vastly increased Shigaraki's strength, speed, and durability, enough to match and surpass All Might's absurd power.
What?
Sharing All Might's power between them, Deku and Bakugo were able to punch an island-sized hole in a cloud that reached 24 miles into the sky.
That movie was fire, bro.
We've calculated that before to be nearly 80 million megatons of TNT, almost as much as the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs.
And Shigaraki can now move fast enough that his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even.
I need to watch it. I need to get back on My Hero, bro. I didn't finish it, but
tough enough to survive Star and
I don't know.
Stripes Intercontinental Ballistic Cruise.
I did see this in the manga.
Now the new name for my penis. Move over, gigantic Omega Storm. Anyway, it also made a blast so big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth.
Though he might seem invincible, when Shigaraki's body is pushed hard enough, he will evolve into a state of uncontrollable power.
So Decay became? Oh shit! More hands!
Shigaraki can spontaneously generate flesh into existence.
That's disgusting.
Oceans of it in an instant, whenever he wants. He can even use it as a type of armor to defend himself in close combat.
I didn't know he could do all that.
That's nothing compared to Ujiko's greatest gift. Shigaraki wanted to be the new All for One. So what better way than the old man's quirk?
All for One's quirk, All for One, allows its user to steal and store quirks with just
He got All for One too?
And All for One has hundreds of them stored up, collected over the years.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence in the form of a spirit, a vestige.
Kinda like a piece of their soul. They exist in this kinda psychic world in Shigaraki's body and can even act as a spiritual defense should it be invaded.
And with those vestiges came quirks
I know he had All for One.
Fast healing, air blasts, radio waves, flight, telekinesis, teleportation of others, and the ability to track foes.
He can even combine multiple.
I don't want to pause too early for the fight starts, but how does Deku win this fight? I don't see how it
works together, like in this big-ass electric Kamehameha.
What?
However, any vestige stolen or destroyed will also remove that quirk from Shigaraki's repertoire. They're also sentient, and some can even fight for control.
Which is when the second shoe finally dropped. Because Shigaraki also got All for One's vestige, that means All for One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last 15 years molding for him to take over.
Shigaraki's entire existence was planned from the beginning.
He played him.
Because All Might's previous mentor was Nana Shimura, Tanko's grandmother.
Oh, that to mess with All Might.
I didn't know that.
Some next level hating right there.
He manipulated Shigaraki's entire life, all for one purpose.
Wow, All
Create
for One.
a soul so corrupted it would grind away at All Might's perfect world, allowing All for One to take full control.
But All for One's possession wasn't complete, and Shiggy managed to fight his way back to the top, literally decaying his way through vestiges in the process, all to fight his rival Deku one last time.
Despite Izuku's best efforts to save him, Shigaraki was too far gone. His spirit decayed by years of venomous hatred.
And the new symbol of hope defeated the new symbol of fear.
Oh, I gotta watch this.
All for One's grudge for good.
I gotta watch this.
All Shigaraki asked was to be remembered as the heartless destroyer he was raised to be, and not the broken, angry, crying little boy he really was deep inside.
For just that
this man
one
got
moment,
manipulated.
though, Shiggy got in Deku the only thing he'd been denied his whole life.
The
one thing his lifelong nihilistic tantrum was really all about. He got a hero who tried to save him.
Damn. Then Deku loses power. Right, let's see what Mahito work. I ain't gonna lie. I got Shigaraki winning still, but I'm sorry.
With his blood,
he got too much destruction power.
Has been his fellow man.
But what if
Mahito's
took
terrifying too,
on
though.
a life of its own?
What if all that negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed? Forming over time a living being fueled by malice, which believes in nothing but the law of the jungle.
Well, then you'd have the special brain cursed with a patch face, Mahito.
Oh, brother.
Oh, I've had people tell me I've become a human disaster curse when I've had
not like that.
mojitos.
Mahito is one of the deadliest beings to ever afflict mankind.
A few months old.
He's no mere mortal, though, but a cursed spirit. Innumerable spirits exist, weaker or stronger, depending on the amount of anxiety,
they need another tier of
hatreds,
power
and fears humans feel about.
because S tier is too big of a range.
Lucas, kind of weak, or the fear of smallpox, getting stronger, or the fear of fire. Oh, goodbye, Tokyo.
So it follows that mankind's fear of itself would be extremely powerful. Those negative emotions manifest as Mahito, a being composed of cursed energy.
It's basically like evil ki.
His power is
cursed
fire,
energy
though.
can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to see. Only a life or death situation can galvanize a normal person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage. They may be physically present in space, but can only be harmed by attacks that embody spirit matter like cursed energy.
Which makes curses insanely hard to get rid of, like ghosts, cockroaches, or my ex. That's why you need a Jujutsu sorcerer to come in and save the shit out of them. They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better.
Means?
Curses and sorcerers have battled each other for millennia, waging an endless war over the fate of humanity. Almost exclusively in Japan, though, for some reason.
But Mahito was
Japan, what you got going on over there,
most curses are basically dumb animals, but Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world. In fact, they made Mahito their leader.
I feel bad for the volcano, man.
Intelligence and bloodlust, Mahito possessed philosophy.
Perhaps informed by the tragic meaninglessness of interhuman conflict, Mahito is an existential nihilist, believing in nothing but his own will to power. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and Mahito is the wolf.
Which also makes him kind of a goofball. If nothing matters, why not have fun with the slaughter? Really get your steps in. He loves to dig around and toy with your emotions like a cartoon
Don't show me this again.
Before slitting your throat.
An appropriate analogy, considering his curse technique, idol transfiguration.
Using his cursed energy, Mahito can control anyone's soul with just a touch, including his own. In fact, he's so good at manipulating his own soul that you can't even kill the bastard without directly targeting it.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the soul and the body share an immutable connection. Whatever happens to the former affects the latter.
This lets Mahito squash, stretch, and shape-shift his body into literally anything he wants, like Play-Doh. He can turn his limbs into blades or clubs, grow wings like a bird or fins like a fish, reform his body around injuries, or even create clones.
Curse users are naturally unharmed by their own ability.
Soul, though,
Should he touch a
it.
human, though,
I don't know.
his alterations to their body are instantly fatal.
And since he's attacking your soul, those physical wounds are gonna be impossible to heal.
Even if his alteration isn't directly fatal, the human body won't last more than a few moments in a transfigured state.
All that with one touch! God, I thought herpes was bad.
His powers mean Mahito treats humans as effectively disposable dolls that he can gleefully experiment on.
Shout out Toto. I like Toto,
casualties, the better. Especially if he gets to break your spirit first and watch you suffer.
Even more twisted is when he combines two transfigured humans together for soul multiplicity. Essentially a giant torrent of body horror
it'd be really
flesh
nasty
that he repels at an opponent. Yeah.
Mahito is unbelievably creative with his application of idol transfiguration. And despite being
Toto,
a newborn curse, consistently keeps experienced sorcerers on the back foot.
It helps that he's a quick study who's picked up a number of different curse techniques, like the Black Flash.
By applying cursed energy within 1 microsecond of an impact with an enemy, space itself will distort, exponentially amplifying its force by a factor of 2.5.
Bro, I love the JK, bro.
Hurt like a mother. It restores your curse technique and gets you fully in the zone.
And would require reflexes moving nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound.
When my boy Yuji hit that Black Flash,
the pinnacle of sorcerer techniques, the domain expansion.
Oh shit! More hands! A domain is like a barrier of cursed energy.
That boy punched into the domain.
If you're caught inside, Mahito can use idol transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
It's called the self-embodiment of perfection. The ultimate expression of Mahito's absolute control over his victim's body and soul. The only
that boy
time
want to clock in and clock out, bro.
The student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy, Yuji Itadori.
Because not only was Yuji a barf-inducing goody two-shoes who believed in the inalienable rights of all living things, blah, 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 he also had a curse inside of him.
The king of curses.
King of curses. Sukuna.
Which meant Mahito's ability affected both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna
did not like that.
No surprise.
Did I write this?
Mahito's ass, forcing Patchface to fight with a handicap whenever facing his pink-haired menace.
Yuji's belief in the value of human life flew directly in the face of the world that Mahito knew to be cruel and meaningless.
Mahito's so wrong,
So he made it his mission to crush Yuji's spirit before killing him, murdering his friends, defiling their corpses, and brutally battering him before going in for the kill.
And he's got the strength to do it. Mahito's one of the most powerful curses in the world, and his growth is exponential.
Fellow disaster curse Jogo was able to summon a massive meteor capable of reducing
Jogo got done wrong, bro.
Ash.
He fought everybody that was wrong.
800 kilotons of TNT.
And Mahito can take as good as he can give, especially when, in the throes of struggle against Yuji, he evolved, unlocking a vastly more powerful form. The instant body of
I forgot he did that.
Complete with armored exoskeleton and arm blades. This was a taste of the almighty curse Mahito was growing into. A true blight on all mankind.
It wouldn't last. In a bitter battle of resolve, Yuji won out.
Black Flash.
In a dog-eat-dog world, there was now a bigger wolf.
So he tucked tail and ran away like a bitch. What do you know? Life suddenly became a whole lot more meaningful the second it looked like it was about to end.
Smiley friend. I love that show, bro.
Gleeful nihilism, just a bitter hypocrisy in the end.
For him, maybe, but Mahito found a convert in his archenemy. After a battle that wiped out thousands of innocent people, Yuji's youthful spirit was gone. The only thing left that mattered was exorcising this curse.
In a way, that was Mahito's final victory, the destruction of another human being's soul. He may not have been around to see it, but the curse Mahito inflicted on the world would bring it to its knees.
Oh, man. I love that show. It's go time. I ain't gonna lie, after watching that, my only thing is I'm scared that Shigaraki don't got nothing to attack Mahito's soul. But I'm putting it right now. I think Shigaraki's gonna win. I feel like he has more destructive power. We finna see. Let's get to it. If he lose, I won't be mad because Mahito got some like cheating. Because the main expansion, I don't see how you get around that. But
it's time for a death
battle! I think Shigaraki gonna win this one, bro. Let's see. Oh, they back in the train station. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I never ride a train in this world. Hey, yo! Are you good? You can see his soul. You can see his soul.
Heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts.
So that's a little questionable.
My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
Little old me. Do I want to be king of the social rejects?
Hey, yo.
How about I bring them your head instead?
Fine by me.
The little old me.
Let's call this your audition. Sickum.
Yeah, the nobles. Them nobles ain't gonna be done for him. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Get active, Mahito. Get active, boy. Ooh. You definitely could do that. Yeah, that's so nasty, bro.
Game over.
It look like the forest monsters. If y'all play the forest, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go, Shigaraki. Come on. Oh.
Did you actually just see that?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a long fight.
God, how lame.
It's gonna be a long. Oh! What the? See, that's the thing about Mahito. He stayed doing stuff like that, bro. You can't never take him serious. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, on Black Flash. Ooh. Shigaraki, you better not lose, boy. I got money on you. I got money on you.
Did I get the part?
Oh yeah. Yo, imagine being on that train. That'd be a bad day, bro. That'd be a bad day. That'd be a bad day. Black Flash. Woo! Yup.
What a rush!
Dang, he gonna ultimate form already? Dang, he bought one ultimate form already. Oh my god. It is not looking good for Shigaraki. It is not looking good, y'all. Got him. Decay. The main expansion. Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh, I don't know, y'all. Decay to hold the main.
I can read your soul. You're just a scared little boy whose daddy is mean and wants to make it everyone else.
Come on, yo, don't do me like that.
Grow up.
Oh, bruh. Let's go. There we go. He can see her soul too. Oh, all for one.
Off my masterpiece.
All for one. Oh snap! He decayed everything. Yup. I was like, he could decay everything.
Soft too. You only hate humanity because you were born that way.
He started running.
Them for a reason.
Oh, that boy said, "Hey!" He started running. Let's go, bro. I knew it. I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's go. That was dope. That was
what
dope.
What did I say, Wiz? Like a bitch.
With their complex power sets, this match was a puzzle to figure out, which is why we're breaking it down to 3 categories.
He could see the souls and stuff.
Survivability and their powers.
But first, let's address one thing. Could Shigaraki even see Mahito?
That's a good point.
He's an invisible curse after all.
Cursed energy and quirks are notably different, and Shigaraki wouldn't be able to see curses normally. However, even regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in life and death scenarios.
That's a good point.
And with the search quirk, Shigaraki would have had no problem tracking.
So seeing Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
This was no contest.
Shigaraki got
Despite
too much,
the disaster curses being able to destroy entire cities with their cursed energy, Shigaraki's scaling to Deku and Bakugo meant he was calculably millions of times stronger.
He was
islands,
faster too,
islands?
considering he could react to light beams, while Mahito's Black Flash capped out at nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound.
Only the speed of sound?
Shiggy
Bro, are
was
you serious?
thousands of times faster. Shigaraki takes.
They sound like it's not that fast.
Survivability was a little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was a lot tougher. And
really?
His ability to generate
I thought Mahito would be
flash
tougher.
meant that he could heal any wounds he might receive super easy.
However, Mahito is a curse and is immune to the kind of overwhelming physical damage Shigaraki could dish out. Not only that, Mahito's regenerative ability via idle transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual damage.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in survivability.
Which presents a crucial question. Could Shigaraki even kill a curse like Mahito in the first place?
Or would Mahito's unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with idle transfiguration?
It all comes down to their powers.
Shigaraki had a lot more variety with all of the crazy quirks All For One had collected over all the years, but none that we know of could properly kill a curse.
All that he could see the souls.
Didn't mean idle transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things, Shigaraki's vestiges served as a spiritual shield from the effects of idle transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him. Sure, each one down means he loses a quirk, but that's more than enough time to land a single hit with Decay, especially considering how much faster Shiggy is.
And Mahito has no way to defend against Shigaraki's primary quirk.
He can decay the whole...
Decay has affected spiritual beings in the past. Again, vestiges. In fact, he was able to damage Deku's vestige and have that damage transferred to the Deku in the real world.
Mahito may be made of spirit energy, but he still has a physical form.
Yeah, Shigaraki had this one,
sorcerers that couldn't naturally target the soul were able to fight him on even footing. No reason to think Shiggy wouldn't decay him like everyone else.
Giving Shigaraki the third and final edge.
I'm not I felt I'm not mad at him, bro.
But Shigaraki's overwhelming might, unstoppable powers, and deadly decay spelled the end for the disaster curse.
Nothing else to say. You really gotta hand it to Shigaraki.
The winner is Tomura Shigaraki.
I'm telling you, I don't miss. Your boy don't miss. Let's see what's next. Let's see what's next. What is that? I don't get that. What game is that? Is that Halo? That's Halo.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
I never played Doom. Okay, Death Battle's over. I'm not mad at that one. I'm not mad. I low-key knew Shigaraki. I called it. I did call it. Y'all can go back and fact check. I knew he was gonna win this one off the fact of like his destruction power was on a whole. I feel like they're on a whole level compared to Mahito's. But like I said, all I was worried about was the main expansion. But we just seen what happened with that one. But that one was fire. I like that. I like that one a lot. Low-key, I'm a big fan of both those characters. I like Mahito. Mahito's one of my favorite characters in a long time in any show, bro. Cause like he like a real villain. Like he He killed for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect it. He doing it for the love of the game. Y'all comment down below who y'all thought was gonna win, and were you correct, yes or no? And if you have any problem with this happening, let me know how y'all feel about that. Hit that sub button, like button, and let me know what y'all think on the channel. Your boy TK. Shout out to Death Battle. Go to page that sub button, man. We love the Death Battles. Y'all play me though. It was supposed to be on Sunday, but I'm not mad at it. I was prepared. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, there.